on the beautiful campus of Rochester University. This is Warriors Volleyball on the Rochester Sports Network. Stephen McDonald coming to you from Garth Pleasant Arena for our midweek matchup between the Rochester Warriors and the Madonna Crusaders. The Crusaders come in with a 3-2 record after winning 3 straight matches. The Warriors picked up their first 2 wins of the year last weekend at the Siena Heights Labor Day tournament, but fell on Monday night to open conference play. It's the Warriors and the Crusaders live on the Rochester Sports Network. Just after the top of the 7 o'clock hour here in Rochester Hills, getting set for this Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference matchup between the Crusaders and the Warriors. First conference matchup of the year for Madonna on this Wednesday night. On Monday night for Rochester, it was a 3-1 setback to Indiana Tech on the road. As the first point of the match goes to the Warriors, that shot missing just off to the side. Serving for the Warriors was Charlotte Warner, and an absolute blast from Kira Buza. Buza making up for the attacking error on that first point to the Warriors. Just trying to drop it over the top that time, off the mark. And the Crusaders have their first lead of the night. Mentioned in the open that 3-match winning streak, all 3 of those by a 3-0 final, so it's been a minute since they've dropped a set. Picked up by Buza right in front. Under it is Costello, number 13 in white for the Warriors. Trying to drop it right in the center, but picked out well by Costello. Just trying to work it over the top was Mainhart. One more time for Costello, and that one goes well wide, right off that back line. This 3-0 run courtesy of a Buza kill, and then a couple attacking errors by Panicook and Geisenhaver. Another strong drive, this time by Olivia Francis. But again, just like the last, it goes off into the corner. Hintz with the serve. Kept alive well by Buza. Setting it up was Costello to Stoneburner. And with a rocket was Mainhart. Make it a 5-0 run out of the gate for the Madonna Crusaders. For Mainhart, appearing in career match number 32, now in her senior season. Geisenhaver gets under it, blocked out in front. That was Panicook that tried to nail it across for the Warriors. Give the block to Buza. Warriors elect to let that one go, but it does tuck in right in front of that back line, and a timeout on the court called by the Warriors and Juliana Guteneck. 7-1 our score out of the gate between the Crusaders and the Warriors on the Back out of the timeout, 7-1 in set one. Coach Guteneck trying to reorganize the troops in that timeout. And she does just that. The 7-0 run is halted. The kill by Courtney Mack from Charlotte Warner ends that 7-0 run, just barely getting it up and over, but a point to the Warriors. Warner getting that assist a moment ago, comes in 4.46 assists per set. So getting started early here this evening. But right back come the Crusaders. Serving is Chloe Stoll. Warriors able to get it across. Underneath it is Stoll once again. Costello digs it out for Warner. Costello getting to it one more time for Stoneburner. Good back and forth action. Stoll gets under it. Able to keep it in play for Stoneburner. Now a drive by Olivia Francis. And that wakes up the Warrior crowd a bit. An excellent crowd on hand this evening. Small contingent of students to our right. .25 Carly Stoll checks in for Madonna. Carly Stoll, the younger sibling of Chloe Stoll. Crusaders winning the race to 10 points here in set one. 10-4 is our score. Picked out by Costello. Blocked right at the middle of the netting. Costello doing well to go down and get that ball. Played along the back line. Picked up by Carly Stoll that just checked in. And finding the open space and burying it was Sydney Stonerock. Stonerock, a freshman from Goodrich, Michigan. Played her club volleyball at 5-1. The same club as the Warriors' Jassa Ross. Is that ball just a tad long? Doesn't look like it missed that back line by much. And it'll be Carly Stoll to serve. Previously attended Ferris State University, did 25 in yellow. Emily Carroll checks in for Charlotte Warner as that serve goes into the netting. That'll be a service error to Mackenzie Kiefer. 13-5 our score. with Kem Donnelly serving for the Crusaders. Donnelly, a freshman from Aurora, Illinois, played her club volleyball for Sports Performance. Crusaders really building on their lead here, middle stages of our first set. 15-5 our score. Good attempt to dig it out by Carly Stoll. Just wasn't much they could do with it after that. And if you're just joining us on the Rochester Sports Network, it was that 7-0 run after the Warriors got the first point of the match that really has aided Madonna here in set one. Tori Hintz gets the kill from Casey Stoneburner. Back to serve is Jamie Ciasico. Under it is Stoll, but played long. Quickly re-entering for the Warriors is Olivia Panicook. Looked like Courtney Mack on the serve. Blocked right out in front by Panicook, but able to drop it in right along that front row. Five kills so far in set one for the Crusaders. They come in averaging 11 per set. Their lead is 10. They now make it 11, 18-7 in set one. Stoneburner on the serve. Sent across by Costello. On a charge that was blocked in front. Deflected and out for another Madonna point. Nearing the closeout of set one between the Crusaders and the Warriors. Picked up by Ciasico. Dug out on the back row, and just dropping it in right in front of Ciasico. Warriors looking to battle their way back in set one. Charlotte Warner back to serve. Deflected by Costello and out. For Costello leads the team in digs and digs per set. Just unable to corral that last one. Under it goes Warner. Picked up by Francis. Able to get it across. Dug out by Costello on a blast. For Stoneburner. And trying to dive to her right was Geisenhaver, just too hot to handle. And we have another timeout on the floor. 21-8, our score in set one. We'll step aside on the Rochester. Back out of the timeout called by the Warriors and head coach Juliana Gutknecht. Costello sends it to the front row, blocked in front. And out of the timeout, another point for the Crusaders. Looking to close out set one from Garth Pleasant Arena. Hintz with the serve. Warriors able to get it over for Stoneburner. Francis able to get it over and get it down. Olivia Francis, last time we were here a few weeks ago against Judson, was a big part of the Warriors offense that afternoon as they took the Judson Eagles to 4 sets. Able to just touch it across one more time for Francis. That was touched over. And another point. Warriors not going away here in set one. Picked up in front, trying to get it across. Diving to the floor, but unable to come up with it. It'll be the freshman Ashley Horn to serve. Had 6 digs and 1 assist last time we were here against Judson, but her serve goes off the back line. Jada Porter checks in for Madonna. Had a season high 10 kills in Madonna's last game against Calumet. Back to serve is Chloe Stoll. Hard rocket across the net by Panicook as that ball's dug out by Costello. And then finishing it off goes Madonna. Chloe Stoll will serve again. Transferred to Madonna from Macomb Community College. And that closes out set number one, 25-11. Your score in set one. Crusaders used that 7-0 run to jump out to a 7-1 lead early on and never looked back. We head to set two in just a moment on the Rochester just about set to get start with set number 2. Warriors hosting the Madonna Crusaders on this Wednesday evening. In set 1, it was Casey Stoneburner for the Crusaders. Had 8 assists, 7 digs, and a kill in set 1. Costello gets to it for the Warriors. She alertly lets this one go. Mentioned just a moment ago the 7 digs for Stoneburner, 9 in set 1 for Costello. As that gets blocked right at the net. Excellent teamwork from Olivia Francis and Olivia Panicook. 2-0 Warriors. Beginning of set number 2. As that ball's hit, trying to play it to the front row. And the Warriors to their benefit. Serving is Horn. But again, has her serve go long. Had the same thing happen in set 1. Kim Donnelly to serve for the Crusaders. Her team trailing 3-1 early part of our second set. Stoll sets it up for Stoneburner, couldn't get it over. Under it right along the near side. That was Horn. Laying it across was Caradonna. And catching the corner right in front of the Warriors student section. Another point to Rochester, 4-1. It goes Geisenhaver on the kill from Charlotte Warner. As Horn watches that ball zip by. Horn on Monday night against Indiana Tech had 12 digs, which is her 3rd best of the year. Costello served it up for the Warriors. Blocked right in front. That was Geisenhaver that got a hand on it. Pulled out by Warner. As Francis was able to get it across. And putting it down was Caradonna. Coach Gutenecht has a quick word with Geisenhaver. Geisenhaver this year has appeared in all 10 matches, now make it 11 for the Warriors, as Horn again watches this go by. In fact, for Geisenhaver, one of just 5 players for the Warriors to appear in every set this year. Her team leading set 2, 6-2. But another service error by the Warriors, this time from Mackenzie Kiefer. For Kiefer, that's her 2nd service error of the night so far. But the Warriors able to get it back. Courtney Mack comes in. To serve is Geisenhaver. But her serve goes long. So both teams having some trouble on the serve as of late. Costello able to get to it. To the front for Carroll. Digging it out was Stoneburner. Underneath it is Kiefer. Able to just get it over. And long. Prior to that point, it had been 4 consecutive service errors, 2 going each way. Ciasico, Kiefer, Stoneburner, and Geisenhaver all with service errors, but then an attack error by Evan Hughes makes it 8-4 Warriors. Dropping it in was Kira Buza. Buza previously attended Oakland University. Now in her junior season out of Shelby Township, Michigan, and Eisenhower High School. So there was some discussion on the last point. It looked like Buza had gotten the point for Madonna. It was originally scored as an attacking error. But looks like the call has since been reversed. It now gets marked as a kill by Kira Buza from Stoneburner. Again, Stoneburner had those 8 assists in set 1, but her team trails set 2, 8-5. First Stoll, blocked out right on that right side. They'll say deflected and out by the Warriors. Geisenhaver right along the scorer's table. Courtney Mack with an excellent effort, ranging all the way out along that left side. But the end result is another point for the Crusaders. Eight-7 is our score. And again, the crowd getting into it here at Garth Pleasant Arena. The students make their way on their feet. Warriors get a point. Heading back to serve is Charlotte Warner, a sophomore from Farmington Hills, Michigan. Played her club volleyball with Legacy. Trying to dig it out. Just a bit of miscommunication there between Warner and Geisenhaver. It's Panicook, Courtney Mack, and Charlotte Warner on the front row for the Warriors. They'll just watch this ball come out right in front of their head coach. Didn't really have to do a whole lot with that last serve. Service error to Carly Stoll. Picked up by Haney, sent over, and getting one back. Cam Donnelly served. Hannah puts a charge into it, but sends it long. All tied at 10 in set 2 between the Rochester Warriors and the Madonna Crusaders. Warner for Geisenhaver. Tried to cross-court it. Just couldn't tuck it inside the line. Another serve for Donley. Warner set it up. Under it was Francis for Geisenhaver. Now Stoneburner. Picked up by Costello. Bit of a change up there. Now a drive. And right on Ashley Horn. That little change in tempo really threw off the front line of the Warriors. 12-10 Crusaders. They flipped the script here in set 2. Going out for it, but not able to get there in time was Stoneburner. Stoneburner back in 2020 was named to the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference All-Freshman team. Putting it down was Caradona. Back into the match is Sia Seco. She comes in and she'll go back to serve. Able to keep it alive and get it over for Costello. Now Warner sets up Geisenhaver with the drive. And another tally for the Crusaders. Costello taps it to the front. And just off the line, again, didn't miss by much, tried to cross-court the shot. And we'll get a timeout on the court called by the Warriors. 15-11, our score in set 2 on the Rochester. Crusaders lead the match 1-0. They lead set 2, 15-11. To serve out of the timeout is Sia Seco. Warner got it to the front. Quick touch over by the Warriors. And a nice play out of the timeout by Olivia Francis. For Francis has led the team in kills 3 of their last 5 matches. She's been a big part to their offense as this one gets blocked right in front, but out on the Warriors. Played by Kiefer. And then right in front of Horn, not much she could do with that. Stoneburner on the serve. Some miscommunication again by the Warriors. Looked like between Kiefer and Costello, they talked about it. Try to get on the same page on this next serve. Kiefer sets up Geisenhaver. Blocked in front, but it never made its way over. Courtney Mack comes in for Ashley Horn. Geisenhaver on the serve. Picked up well by the Warriors. Blocked in front, kept alive by Costello. Tried to go with the change up there. Nice deflection by the Warriors. And they get up for the block one more time. Emily Carroll and Darcy Bennon right in front. Bennon a year ago finished top 10 in the WAC in blocks. Picked up a big one right there. As Costello digs it out. Kept alive by Stoneburner. Blocked in front, and it's the same connection, Carroll and Bennon on the block. On the attempt by Tori Hintz. 18-15 in set two between the Crusaders and the Warriors. Geisenhaver will serve it. Stoneburner under it. Hintz tried to get it over, and another excellent effort by Carroll and Bennon. They had the answer for 6 in yellow, and a timeout on the court called by Crusaders head coach Scott Barb. 18-16, Warriors climbing back in set two on the Rochester. The Warriors trail in set two by 2, but they have absolutely been picking on Tori Hintz as of late. Dug out well by Geisenhaver. Stoneburner sets it up. Carroll able to get it over for the Warriors. And absolutely stuffed right in front. Emily Carroll and Darcy Bennon have taken over in set two. Geisenhaver will serve one more time. Her team trailing set two by just 1 point. And just like that, we are all tied at 18 aside in set two from Garth Pleasant Arena. Stephen McDonald here with you. Geisenhaver on the serve. And a good decision by the Crusaders, really caught the Warriors off guard there. able to end that scoring run by Rochester. Hintz was on the serve, kept alive by Bennon. Did well, kept it alive with the left hand. And then blocked in front. Darcy Bennon, 23 in black, has left her mark on set 2. She checks out. And the Warriors bench is fired up. We're all tied at 19. Played to the front for Stoneburner. Picked up by Geisenhaver. As Coach Gutenecht watches it sail over her head out of play. Looked like Carly Roraff checked out just a second ago for the Warriors. Able to get it over, kept alive. Stoneburner gets it over. Right in the middle of the Crusaders' defense. Blocked in front. And this time it was Emily Carroll and Olivia Panicook on the block. So whether it's been Carroll, Bennon, and Panicook, that right side for the Warriors has started to figure some things out. As both Kiefer and Carroll head to the bench. It'll be Charlotte Warner to serve. As it goes very quiet inside of Garth Pleasant Arena. The Warriors down 1 in set 2. Warner, as the Warriors able to get it over. Costello backpedaling, able to keep it alive. As Francis buries it just on the other side, and the Warriors draw even at 21. Rochester coming out slow in set 1, looked to have come alive. A fire lit under them in set 2. But the Crusaders, check that official changing the call. The point goes to the Warriors. As Stoneburner came over to have a quick word with the official. Probably just wants to make sure she understands what the call was. Warner to serve again. Stoneburner sets it up, blocked in front by the Warriors, kept alive well by Costello. With a drive, but long. And again, the Warriors student section on their feet. 23-21, Warriors in the lead and a timeout on the court. We'll step aside, Warriors up by 2 in set 2 on the Rochester. Charlotte Warner to serve out of the timeout by the Madonna Crusaders. Warriors up 2 in set number 2, looking to even the match at 1 apiece. And that'll get them one step closer to doing so, 24-21. And number 5, Charlotte Warner, sets back to serve. And again, the crowd will go almost completely silent at Garth Pleasant Arena. Stoneburner sets it up and burying it on the other side. That was a big time setup from Casey Stoneburner. Part of that 2021 WAC championship team for the Crusaders. 24-22 as Warner sets it up. Getting it over was Francis. Blocked right in front. And that front line has been deadly in set 2 for the Warriors. Costello digs it out for Mack. As the point goes down for the Crusaders, 24-23. As we near the end of set number 2. Warriors bench getting the crowd into it. Picked up by Warner, touched across well, looked like by Panicook. As they tried to set up for the block. And we are all even at 24. We'll get another timeout called as the Crusaders battle back in the late stages of set 2. We'll step aside for the conclusion of set 2 on the Rochester. All in set number 2. Crusaders and the Warriors. Stephen McDonald here with you. Costello plays this forward to Warner. Able to get it across. Kept alive by Geisenhaver. To the front. Francis tried to bury that along the front row. Kept alive and then blocked into the netting. Point to the Crusaders. They have done well, the Crusaders have, to battle back in set 2. It was looking like the Warriors might pull away with it. 25-24, looking to close set 2. Warner sets it up for Francis, and she puts it down. Courtney Mack will check out for the Warriors as Ashley Horn serves. Played across. And another tally for Madonna. 26-25 in the second set. Warriors looking to even up the match at 1-1. Crusaders looking to take a commanding 2-0 lead. Have won their last 3 matches by a 3-0 final, have the Crusaders. Horn plays it ahead. Francis with the touch and the score. An electric set 2. Tied at 26. Olivia Francis with the kill on the assist from Charlotte Warner. Picked out, kept alive by Costello. Francis plays it over. On the return come the Crusaders, and they pick up another point. Who will blink first in this second set between these Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference foes? Costello ahead for Warner. On the drive attempt by Francis. As we tie things up at 27, Francis with that last point, she will head to the bench. Back to serve is Mackenzie Kiefer. Nice easy serve across. Played by Kiefer. Tried to find some open space across court, dug out by Ciasico. Blocked right in front. Geisenhaver was in on the stop. Kiefer sets up the drive. But the point, they'll say it was deflected. The point will go to Rochester. Madonna thought that it went out on the near sideline, but the official right in front of us said deflected on its way down. 28-27, Rochester with the lead. And the point for the Warriors as they get the win in set two. A hard-fought set two ties us at 1 in the match. We'll step aside, catch our breath, and come back with set three on the other side on the Rochester. Back inside Garth Pleasant Arena, Stephen McDonald here with you for some Wednesday night WAC volleyball between the Rochester Warriors and the Madonna Crusaders. Set 1 went to the Crusaders by a 25-11 score. Set 2, if you're just joining us on the Rochester Sports Network, an electric set 2 went to the Warriors 29-27. Back in set 1, it was Casey Stoneburner for the Crusaders, had 8 assists and 7 digs in that first set. But a big reason the Warriors were able to come away with set number 2 was the work in front by players like Emily Carroll and Darcy Bennon. Set 3 underway. And the first point goes to Madonna. Serving is Hintz. Picked up by Stoneburner for Ciasico. Set up by Costello for Francis. Ciasico plays it to the front, but just hugging that back line for another Madonna point. And on those blocks in set 2 by players like Bennon, it was Tori Hintz kind of was the victim of some of those blocks as she sets to serve. Three nothing to begin set 3. Hintz will serve again for Warner. Quick hit across, played by Ciasico. Warriors able to get to it. Geisenhaver sends it over. Stoneburner sets up a drive from Kira Buza. Buza, another player for Madonna, played really well set 1, especially in the early going of our match. Doesn't seem like we've called her name too much since then, but gets in for the score there. And this time going up for it was Buza. Just didn't time her jump right. Buza a year ago was part of the first team all WAC team. As Horn serves for the Warriors. As that attacking attempt goes long. Horn serves with the Warriors down 4-2. And a rocket from Buza. Played by Warner for Francis. Dug out well by Stoll. That was Chloe Stoll, number 19. Trying to tuck it inside the line, right along that left side corner. Just couldn't get it inside the line. Trying to bury it across his Panacook, and the Warriors do end up with the point. Panacook with the kill. She quickly checks out. Warriors down 6-3, make it 6-4 in set 3. And again for Rochester, that win in set 2 was a big win as the Crusaders came into play tonight, having won each of their last 3 matches by 3-0 scores. And then obviously picked up the first set here tonight. Down on the floor is Geisenhaver. Looks like just a cramp as they stretch out that right leg. Saw between sets just a moment ago, Geisenhaver was down in her team's huddle. Looked like she was trying to stretch out that right leg during the intermission. Crusaders leading set 3 by a 6-4 score. Geisenhaver able to make her way back up. That last point before the whistle goes as an attacking error by Sydney Stonerock. Geisenhaver will check out. And it immediately goes to work on that right leg. Expect to see her back in not too long a time. Costello will serve. With a drive, Costello went reaching, but couldn't find it. Costello came into play tonight first on the team in receptions. Just unable to locate that ball. On the kill from Jada Porter. Give the assist to Stoneburner. But the Warriors get one back. Mackenzie Kiefer to serve. The sophomore from Freeland, Michigan, where she played volleyball and basketball, lettering in both sports. Crusaders respond, pushing their lead back to 3. Chloe Winchester along the front line for the Warriors. As the Warriors able to get that ball down. Blocked right in front by the Warriors. That was Darcy Bennett again. Picking up right where she left off in set 2. And another point as that ball is deflected out. Point goes to the Warriors. That serve, a line drive. And able to put it down. Crusaders pushing their lead back to 2, 9-7. Hintz with the kill, coming from Carly Stoll. Hintz having a career best year this season so far. Comes in with career highs in kills per set, digs per set, and points per set. As her team up 1. Stoneburner to the left side. And finding the open space was Tori Hintz. That's blocked out right in front along that left side. Back to serve is Stoneburner. Able to get it over. Warriors able to get it across. Ciasico moves it over. With a blast, kept alive. Tracking it is Costello. She'll get it to the front, but it doesn't make its way up and over. And the Crusaders extending their lead now 12-8. Stoneburner on the serve, was a second-team All-WAC player a year ago. Crusaders playing in their first conference match of the year this evening. Warriors opened up conference play on Monday against Indiana Tech. As Booza kept this alive, she'll do so one more time for Stoneburner. Good communication from Ciasico. And Costello sets it up for Carroll. Quick touch over for Tori Hintz. Warriors able to keep this rally going with a blast blocked in front. But a point to the Crusaders. Both sides really digging deep for that last point. 13-8. Madonna in front in set three, and then just unable to control it from Hannah Keenan. To serve is Charlotte Warner. Service ace for Warner. She'll go again. As she went right at Kem Donnelly the last time. Picked up by Ciasico. Cross court for Olivia Francis. Ciasico sets it up and burying it. Hintz will serve it for Madonna. Crusaders up by 4. Francis goes cross court. Dug out by Stoneburner. Set by Costello. On the attack, blocked in front. And another point to Madonna. A rifle across the net goes down for the Warriors. 15-11 in set 3. From Garth Pleasant Arena, Stephen McDonald here with you. Alexis Krumbach checked out for the Warriors. The senior defensive specialist from Dansville, Michigan. Serving is Horn. Goes right at Ciasico. Controlled by the Warriors. Geisenhaver tried a quick touch across. Chloe Stoll will serve. Warner sets it up for Panicook, and Panicook puts it down for the point. And again, she gets the point and heads to the bench. We've seen her do that a couple times this evening. Stoneburner sets it up right at the front. Picked out by Costello. Over from Francis. And that does catch the back line. Crusaders picking up another tally. Kill from Sydney Stonerock, coming from Casey Stoneburner. Stoneburner really been the catalyst all evening for the Crusaders. Played by Warner for Francis, gets blocked right in front of her. As Mainhart and Porter got in on the block. (18-13). Crusaders in front in set 3. The match even at 1 apiece. Madonna took set 1, 25-11. And then a back and forth battle in set 2 saw the Warriors take set 2, 29-27. And with that last point, a timeout on the floor called by Warriors head coach Juliana Gutneck. 19-13, our score in set 3 on the Rochester. Out of the timeout called by the Warriors as Rochester trails by 6 in set 3. Quick move across by Carly Stoll, catches the Warriors off balance. Stoll, a transfer from Ferris State a couple of years ago. Service error by Kem Donnelly. As this is deflected out off the Warriors. As their front line looks to regroup. Looks like Carol, Kiefer, and Bennon in that front row for Rochester. And if you're head coach Juliana Gutenecht, that's the three you want in that front row. Ciasico sets it up. Going down to the floor to get it was Geisenhaver, able to dig it out. Quick touch across, and putting it down was Sophia Mainhart. 22-14. Crusaders looking to take a 2-1 lead on the night. Ciasico gets to it for Stoll. Played for Carroll, deflected in front, and then finally getting it down. Looked like Courtney Mack. As Costello and Bennon check out. As that last point, in fact, was a kill from Courtney Mack. Coming from Darcy Bennon. Deflected in front. And putting it down. That was Mainhart and Booza. 23-15. Stoneburner to serve. This goes with that nice, easy right hand. Costello backpedaling. Quick touch with the left hand over. And we'll get a point to the Warriors. Kiefer will check out, as does Emily Carroll. Back to serve goes Charlotte Warner. Ciasico somehow gets this over with the right hand. Costello played it forward. Ciasico under it one more time. Costello gets to it one more time. With a drive across, Costello picks it out. And then blocked right in front into the netting, and a point to the Warriors. As you see there, Booza and Keenan kind of talking things over after that last Warriors point. A near collision between Geisenhaver and Charlotte Warner trying to dig out that ball. Warriors have dealt with some injuries so far this year. Didn't want to see those two go down to the floor like that. 24-17 in set 3. And make it 25-17. Your final in set 3. Crusaders take a 2-1 lead here from Garth Pleasant Arena. We'll step aside, come back with set 4 on the other side on the Rochester just about set for set 4 between the Rochester Warriors and the Madonna Crusaders. Crusaders leading the match 2-1 as they bookend a set 2 victory for the Warriors currently. The all-time series between these two schools is 24-0 to the Crusaders. The first time these two teams met was back in August of 2001, and a year ago it was Madonna taking both meetings by a final of 3-1. If they can take set 4, they'll do it for the third straight time between these two teams, as Ciasico keeps it alive just along that back line. To the front for Warner. Francis puts it down for the first point of set 4. Francis, a senior healthcare management major. To serve is Ashley Horn. So the senior gets the point, the freshman to serve. Jassa Ross standing tall in the front for the Warriors, but the point goes to the Crusaders. And then quickly checking in is Sydney Stonerock as she replaces Kem Donnelly. For Warner, sets up Francis. Now Stoneburner, as that ball catches just inside the line on that cross-court attempt. Wednesday night WAC meeting between the Crusaders and the Warriors. Ross sends it across. Stone Rock plays it long. Evens up set 4 at 2-2. And it was a week ago tonight in Big Ten volleyball, a world record for attendance. 92,003 people attending a volleyball match between the Nebraska Cornhuskers and Omaha. An excellent thing for the sport of volleyball, as the Warriors take a lead 3-2 here in the fourth. And in addition to those 92,000 people in attendance, there was another 518,000 that watched the game a week ago tonight. Blocked in front and scoring it, Darcy Bennon again in on the stop. Costello steps up to serve. And Stoneburner just catching the Warriors off guard. She's been setting the action all night. This time decides to do it herself. Stoneburner, 26 assists on the night. Just dumped it across the net that time. Warner sets it up for Geisenhaver. This time Stoneburner sets it up. The Crusaders bury it. And they knot things up at 4 here in set 4. Rochester bench trying to bring some energy into the match. And an absolute rocket for the score. Out goes Olivia Francis, and joining her on the bench is Charlotte Warner. Kiefer serves. As that was set up by Stoneburner, but wide. And once again, the Warriors student section just off to our right this evening, getting back in on the action, watching their team trailing the match by 1, but up 2 in set number 4. Kept alive, dumped over by Stoneburner, picked up by Costello. And a nice, easy dump across, set up by who else? Looked like that was Stoneburner. That assist does go to Stoneburner, give her 28 on the night and counting. Now tied at 6. Looks like Carly Stoll to serve. It is 25, and she sends this ball into the net. Dyson Haver serves. Stoll had it deflected in front. Blocked once again. Looked like Bennon got to it. It was. Couldn't get her fingertips on that as it makes its way across. And the point to Rochester, but again, Darcy Bennon putting in work tonight in that front row. Going back to her high school days at Pickford, holds the school record for blocks in a single season. And she's showing you why here tonight, but that point going to the Crusaders. Set up in front. On the return and able to get it in was Tori Hintz. Able to get it by that front row of the Warriors that's given her fits tonight, especially going back to that second set, as it was Carroll and Bennon that had her number in that second set, but she gets the better of them this time, tied at 8 for Carroll. Pushed across, kept alive by Kiefer. Deflected and put home by Madonna. Costello gets it to Kiefer. An absolute rocket across court, and stuffing it goes Courtney Mack. So after a short run by the Crusaders, it was kills by Porter, Hintz, and Keenan. Now Courtney Mack gets one for the Warriors. Picked up by Stoll. Kept alive by Mack. This way for Carroll. As Carroll celebrates that point going in favor of the Warriors. A line drive serve from Carly Rorath. But the point to Madonna. Chloe Stoll heads to the bench, as does, looks like, Jada Porter. Serving is Ciasico. And another absolute rocket from Courtney Mack from her outside position. Mack came into tonight third in kills. Sent across, dug out well by Warner for Mack. Ross gets under it, but the Crusaders able to put one on the board, tie up set 4 at 11 all. Stoneburner, who's racked up the assists tonight, will serve for Madonna. Ross tried to put it over. And a point for the Warriors. Back into the match and to serve is Ashley Horn. Costello, they're able to get it to the front for Francis. And another point to Rochester. Looked like it really hugged that back line, but they'll say either way it was deflected before it got that far. As the Warriors take a 2-point lead. Looking to tie the match up at 2 sets apiece. Crusaders looking to get out of here with a 3-1 win. The next match for Rochester will come Saturday, September 9th at Ohio Christian, and they'll also take on Cumberland's in a tri-match event. But they have work to do here on their home court. Blocked in front by Geisenhaver and Jassa Ross. But that'll tie us up at 13. And probably our moment of the match was that second set, 29-27 in set 2, the Warriors picking up the set win. As back in that second set, neither team giving an inch. But Madonna with a 1-point lead in set 4. Serving is Hintz. And just didn't get what she wanted on that was Olivia Francis. And we'll get a timeout on the court. 15-13, Crusaders in front, looking to close things out from Garth Pleasant Arena on the right. Warriors looking to stand strong in set 4. Crusaders looking to close up shop here on a Wednesday night. with a blast. Olivia Francis out of the timeout. Stephen McDonald here with you. Costello will serve for the Warriors. And that serve never finds its way back across. Even up set 4 at 15 apiece. Costello will set back to serve again. Costello a year ago named to the RU President's list. And then just dropping it right in front of Darcy Bennon. It's Bennon, Geisenhaver, and looks like Charlotte Warner in that front row for the Warriors. Stepping back to play the ball was Horn. And scoring is Sophia Mainhart. 17-15 in set 4. Picked up by Warner. Played over by Francis. Costello made a diving attempt for it. Chloe Stoll to serve. Played 2 years previously with Macomb Community College, appearing in 47 matches. Played across by Francis. Blocked in front well by Bennon and Geisenhaver. Tried to just dump it across. They'll go cross for Francis, and she puts it down. Charlotte Warner subs out. It'll be Kiefer to serve. Picked out well by Ashley Horn. And there was so much heat on that ball when she dug it out, made its way all the way back across and dropped in for the Warriors' point. Kiefer once again to serve. Warriors trailing set 4 by 1. Kiefer to the front, blocked out. Kiefer sets it up one more time with a drive, and Emily Carroll gets the point. Tied at 18. And ending the run by the Warriors. And that kill a moment ago from Emily Carroll is significant, as she's had at least 4 kills in 5 of the last 6 matches. And with that last one gives her 3 on the night. So looking to continue that streak of offensive play for the Warriors. The Crusaders leading it by 1 in set 4, trying to shut the door on the Warriors. Coach Gutenecht giving some instruction from the Warriors bench to our left. To serve is Carly Stoll. Playing it across was Carroll. And some communication amongst the Crusaders. Looked like it was Stone Rock calling for it all the way. as the Warriors make it a 1-point set, 20-19. And the serve from Geisenhaver sails into the net. Tori Hintz comes back in for the Crusaders. To serve is Kem Donnelly. To the front. Touched over by the Warriors. Dug out by Costello. Over from Benin. Benin sets it up for Costello. She was calling for it all the way. And then blocked in front one more time. Darcy Benin in on the stop. It looked like Courtney Mack helped her out. As Carly Roraff comes in. And she'll go back to serve. The sophomore from Westland, Michigan, and Divine Child. For Carroll, cross court. Warriors down one late in set 4. Somehow kept alive, but now the whistle goes and a point to the Warriors, tie it up at 21. And this crowd has been re-energized. A timeout on the court, tied at 21 in set 4 between the Warriors and the Crusaders on the Rochester. Tied up at 21 in set 4 from Garth Pleasant Arena. Stephen McDonald here with you. It was an attacking error by Hannah Keenan and a kill from Courtney Mack that sent us to the timeout on the floor. Warriors trying to fight their way to a decisive 5th set. But the Crusaders out of the timeout get the point and go up 1. Looks like Booza and Ciasico will check in for the Crusaders. Warriors bench and student section coming alive as that point drops for Madonna. Warriors will look to respond. Set up by Kiefer for Ciasico. Touched over, kept alive. But another point for Madonna. And another timeout called, 24-21 in set 4. Crusaders will look to put the finishing touches on this one on the other side of the timeout on the We came out of a timeout a few moments ago, tied at 21. Since then, it's been 3 unanswered by the Crusaders. A kill from Jada Porter, an attacking error from Courtney Mack, and an attacking error from Gabby Costello. But the point out of this timeout goes to the Warriors. And checking in is Charlotte Warner. She will serve. Checking out is Emily Carroll and Mackenzie Kiefer. Warner's serve, gets across. Try to go quick touch across. And a point falls for the Warriors. And we have another timeout on the floor, 24-23. Warriors looking to push it to a 5th set here from Garth Pleasant Arena. Out of the timeout, 24-23. Crusaders looking to close up shop here. Warriors trying to go to a 5th set. And there it is, the final point falls. And the 4th set goes to the Crusaders, 25-23. They win it here on a Wednesday night by a final of 3 sets. Warriors will be back in action Saturday, September 9th at Ohio Christian, and they also play Cumberland's in a tri-match event. While for the Crusaders, their next match will be Taylor University, the Taylor University tournament on September 8th and 9th. So for SID Hussein Murray, I'm Stephen McDonald saying so long from Garth Pleasant Arena, where your final score one final time in this WAC volleyball battle is the Madonna Crusaders 3 and the Rochester Warriors 1. This has been a presentation of the Rochester Sports